maybe those big runs would come. 15 innings worth of baseball. The Orioles got to Rivera, but they could not get to the rest of the pen. PA came as close as anyone to winning it on that fly ball, but it would be the Yankees who would wrap it up. Game 2 of the short series is next. It's the Orioles on Masson, and welcome back, everybody. For those who watched the ball game last night, it's probably as though you never left, and we feel the same way. The Yankees take on the Orioles, second game of a 2-game set. Orioles still looking for their first win this year, and wouldn't you know it, it's raining. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne. What a ball game last night. Both teams with great chances to wrap it up, both during the regular ball game where the pitchers controlled and then in the extra innings where the hitters sort of controlled. A lot of people got on base, but in the end, it was the Yankees coming away with a win on the big Cano hit. One very big play in that game we're going to take a look at that occurred in the very last half inning. But how about what didn't happen in the game? Take a look at these opportunities that were lost in that ball game last night. The Orioles have had their problems when it comes to errors in the last 2 games. They had not during the course of the season. They've committed 4 in the last 2 and allowed 5 unearned runs, including in the ball game last night. Runner in scoring position numbers on the year have been very good. The last 2 games, not so good, at 241. They have left men on base. How about 26 left on base in 2 games? And you haven't won the games when your starter's ERA is .0. That's when you know things aren't going well. A play last night that occurred when the Orioles tried to come back in the 15th inning down 4-1. Markakis at first base. Snyder had drawn a walk. Wieters at the plate. This is going to be a base hit. It hit Brandon Snyder. If that goes through, the Orioles probably have a run in, 2 on, and nobody out. Instead, they have it out and runners on at first and third. And what a moment it was for Brandon Snyder. Buck Showalter was not happy after the ball game, and he let him know it. It is a mistake, obviously, he didn't intend to make, but it came at the most inopportune time, Mike. It was the most inopportune time. Really had something going. Brandon Snyder, probably felt worse than anybody playing. Maybe not as bad as Buck Showalter, but felt pretty badly about the whole thing. And you go back to Gonzalez, one pitch from Gonzalez, and maybe that play with Brandon Snyder. 435 with 36 pitches thrown came down to really 2 pitches. And that's what this game sometimes ends up being. Now, the Orioles had to go to their supposed starter for tonight, Jeremy Guthrie. Last night, he worked out of the bullpen. He will be in the bullpen again tonight. So, Bergeson is now the scheduled starter if this game gets played. Well, the good news is he's coming off of that gem against the Rays. 9 innings, 4 hits allowed, and he's back with his buddy Jake Fox, who will be catching tonight. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 9 innings. So he has that to really feed off of from last time out. So if that's good news, it's a little bit disruptive not knowing exactly when you're going to pitch for a starter, but he should be fine. And Mike, as was true last night, the Orioles waited until the very last moment to make decisions regarding their roster for this game tonight. Here they are. Yeah, a couple of moves in real late. Roberts going on the 7-day DL. Derek Lee, who we sort of figured with an oblique was going to go on the 15-day DL, and a couple of pitchers, Patton and Jakubakis being brought up from AAA. We'll see. Both Patton was doing all right. Jakubakis not so well. So we'll see a couple of bodies to really help out the bullpen the next couple of days until things settle back in. And with the concussion problem, that's that 7-day DL that's been instituted in Major League Baseball. Buck Showalter talked about Brian Roberts going on that 7-day DL today.
Well, anytime you're dealing with concussion and heads and stuff, you're concerned about it. And, I was talking to Brian, this isn't anything like the symptoms he was feeling last year, which is that's good, but you still have those symptoms that, we'll make sure we have our arms around it before we go forward. We're hoping it clears up and the doctors feel fine about it, and he's a player on Tuesday. So as with most concussion problems, you really just kind of wait and observe and watch and hope. Yeah, it really is day to day. I know Brian Roberts said he was experiencing the same symptoms he had before, so if anyone would know, I guess he would know what it feels like. So
I guess I'm glad Major League Baseball put this 7-day DL so you can really just give them the full 7 days and let's see where he is.
All right. We are officially in a rain delay. As you can see, the rain's been off and on here for the last hour and a half, and right now it's on. We'll be back to Camden Yards, hoping to get in Game 2 of the series. Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. So about ready to go as the sky's not clear, but a whole lot clearer than the rain. When the rain was coming down, we dropped to about 7 degrees in temperature. Our train game time temperature at 60 degrees. Visit train.com for an independent train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. Here's the starting lineup for Joe Girardi's Yankees, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Jeter, Granderson, and Teixeira. Rodriguez, Cano, and Martin. Jorge Posada will make his first start this year at first base. Swisher and Gardner. Swisher, you see the numbers this month. It has been a tough start.
Tonight's Scotty Report is brought to you by AFCIA. Visit AFCIA.org, the Association for IT Pros. And we're the gray. Much better in the gray uniforms on the road. 2.14. The ERA for Brad Bergeson at home, 6.64. And they better be good early. First 3 innings, the Yankees score 83 runs, the majority of their runs in the first 3 innings. And do the foxtrot. He's got Jake Fox back behind the plate when these two hooked up in Tampa Bay, worked together, did a nice job through a complete game shutout.
Outstanding performance in his last outing. He'll try and continue the run that the Orioles starters have going. Coming off the complete game, 4-hit shutout, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk against Tampa Bay. His first career shutout, 4th career complete game. And Derek Jeter back in his shortstop position after DHing in the ballgame last night. He had a 2 for 7 in the game. The 15-inning affair won by the Yankees 4-1. And the short 2-game series here, the Orioles trying to get one before they go into interleague play tomorrow. Pitch will be taken down low. Ferguson's had good luck getting Jeter out of there. Jeter's only 1 for 11 against him. As we get started, a little late here after the rain went by. Strike taken, 1-1.
And you can actually see why Derek Jeter would have some problem with Brad Bergeson with that sinker. The majority of his sinkers to a right-handed hitter down and in. That's the one pitch that's difficult.
Jeter will go the other way. That's headed to the corner. Nick Markakis will not be able to get it. Off the 318 mark, and Jeter has started the ball game out with a double. He is starting to hit again.
Well, I got a good pitch to handle. 4th double of the season for Derek Jeter. Again, the target is down and in and misses all the way across the strike zone, and that's the ball Jeter likes to hit.
Our pitch track sponsored by Papa John's. Order online at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
That's what part of the key is to be good early. These Yankees, again, 83 runs the first 3 innings. Brad Bergeson has given up 10 of his 24 runs in the first 2 innings.
Ferguson now will face Granderson. He had a 1 for 6 last night. Runner at second base. He'll take a strike. The Yankees against the Orioles in the 5 games they've played have outscored the O's in the first 2 innings 11-0. Curtis Granderson's job here to get him moved up, if not in. Granderson hitting .266, using the long ball that is deep to right field at the wall, and goodbye. No, it is scraped off the top. Heading for third. It will be a triple. He just missed. And an RBI and an early 1-0 lead.
A couple pitches in the middle of the plate for the first 2 Yankee hitters. Watch this pitch. Right back dead center. Granderson head right down on it. And just a wall scraper right off the top of the right center field wall. Quickly on the board. 5 pitches in.
How about the change from last night? No extra base hits till the 15th inning for the Yankees, who came away with a double hit by Cano that ultimately provided the runs that won the game. First 2 batters in this game have extra base hits.
Yeah, 124 men came to the plate last night. There was 2 extra base hits, and now 2 for 2.
Wow. Here is Mark Teixeira, the switch hitter, 2 for 6 last night. Ferguson's delivery to second's going to get a run in, and Dino will make the play to first. It's an RBI and a 2-0 Yankee lead.
Take a look at the Oriole defense, already tested early in this one. PA will be in left, Adam Jones in center, Nick Markakis in right, Reynolds and Hardy on the left side, and Dino and Brandon Snyder getting the start at first base tonight, and Jake Fox, who worked so well again with Brad Bergeson last time out.
Brandon Snyder gets the start at first base, just being called up from Norfolk. Here's A-Rod, and he will take it for a strike. A-Rod had a big night last night, 4 for 7, 2 runs. You look at the last 9 games against the Orioles, hitting .515 with 15 RBIs in 9 games. And A-Rod will take a strike on the inside corner. Overall, 8 home runs, 24 RBIs so far on the season. Bergeson, a real tough start here, and the pitch is going to be away. He gave up in his last start against the Yankees 3 runs at the beginning of the ball game. That is way outside, and I don't know, Mike, he looks really rushed in this game.
Yeah, we were remarking how early he came in from the bullpen. The game was not due to start. Usually starters come in about 5 minutes for the actual first pitch. He was in a good 10-12 minutes. We had warmed up quickly. Sometimes that's just a sign that you're anxious to get going, and Bergeson has always had that quickened pace about his game anyway.
He lost against the Yankees in his only start against them this year. Gave up 6 runs, 8 hits in 6 innings. The ball game the Yankees rode away with 15-3. Check swing, and it goes off the bat of A-Rod. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. See that loss to the Yankees? He did not pick up a win until his last start. That one against Tampa Bay that we were talking about. 2 no decisions and the 4 losses. And Bergeson with the bases empty now. 2-ball, 2-strike count on A-Rod with 1 down. A-Rod 4 for 12 with a home run. Lifetime off Brad Bergeson. And he is gone. Don't know why he was headed towards first base, but
I think his ball may be a little off the corner. 3-2 pitch, 93 miles an hour. A-Rod thought it was well off. Pitch track will show us pretty much away. I guess maybe the hitter should be used to the strike zone from last night. It's just, what's it, 17 inches? Was about 19 inches or 20 inches last night.
Dan Bellino, plate umpire last night, just took it from all sides during and after the game. And it was a big strike zone if the indicators that we use showing you the boxes are anywhere near close. Here is Cano. He's got a 4-game hit streak, 2 down now with the bases empty. And Cano will take that for a strike. He continues to be a real nemesis for the Orioles. 2 for 6, game-winning double in the 15th, 351 lifetime. And here in this ballpark has just been a tremendous hitter with that 376 average at Camden Yards. The 0-1 delivery, 200 hitting. And after all those numbers, you know what he's thinking. Last thing Bergeson wanted to do was put somebody else on.
Well, and again, it goes a little bit back to last night, too, with Mike Gonzalez. But so far, Bergeson has just been missing badly. His arm slot or release point just seems to be off. A few of the pitches tonight he's aimed is supposed to be low and away from, let's say, a left-hander, have been all the way across to the other side.
That will be the 2nd hit batter of the year for Bergeson. Cano is on, and here is Martin. Russell Martin, the catcher. He's got a 3-game hit streak. He came in late in the ball game, as many players did, and ended up with a 2 for 4 and extended his hit streak to 3 games.
And we've often said that Brad Bergeson is usually a pretty easy read. When he's locked in, you watch the catcher's glove, the ball goes right there, and he is missing, I guess, nowhere near the glove at this point. He is just not locked in at all.
Inside.
You can see the target from Jake Fox going away, and you go back to Bergeson's last start. It just seemed like it was so easy. See the glove, hit the glove, and whether it's the Yankees and just the quick turnaround with the start, it just seems to be, I guess, a heightened level for Bergeson tonight.
2-0 delivery on the way, and that misses way outside, and the count goes to 3-0. Yankees have jumped out to the 2-0 lead. The RBI triple, Granderson, Teixeira, RBI and the ground ball out. Cano at first base, and the pitch, and that's ball 4 in a row out of the strike zone, and Mark Connor will make his way out, pitching coach for the Orioles.
Well, they got a break on the 3-2 pitch to A-Rod, so technically there really is only one out. Hit the next batter now has walked Martin.
Not what the Orioles had hoped for here, even if it is just the first inning. The Yankees have had an incredible season against the Orioles. They are hitting .304 in the 5 games these two teams have played against the Orioles. I mean, it has been a complete one-sided affair when you look at the numbers. Starting right at the top with the 5-0 record they have against the Orioles. They're averaging 7.3 runs a game. The Orioles 3.1. And they've done it by coming out and just banging away early, getting leads, and then never stopping. Jorge Posada is going to make the start at first base in the ball game. His first start there this year, and his 28th career game start at first base. He has not hit against left-handers at all. So with a right-hander, they get Teixeira into the dugout as the DH, and Posada on at first base. The thought process apparently was that if there were going to be ground balls tonight, they'd be ground balls going to the other side of the infield.
You have the left-hand starter in Sabathia.
So he wouldn't have to take a lot of ground balls. And that's going to go all the way to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch. What a disastrous inning already for Brad Bergeson.
See, that's that same release point we were talking about where he hit Robinson Cano. The target's low and away. And if you look at his arm position, it just drags all the way across. That's in the middle of the left-hander's batter's box. I mean, this is just really a timing release point issue.
And that will put 2 in scoring position as the runners, Cano and Martin, move up. And a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Jorge Posada.
23 pitches already thrown, just 11 balls and 12 strikes along the way.
And that's inside, and it goes 3-1. Posada's 0 for 24 against lefties, 227 against righties.
You see that delivery, pretty compact. He just hasn't found that release point, the elusive release point.
3-1 pitch. That will be in there for a strike. And it goes to 3-2 on Posada.
You can see both sides now. Posada's working the home plate umpire. So Ferguson finally throws one on the block, and the hitters don't like it. And they're going, I'm sure the Larry Van Auer is probably going, boy, this just started.
Wow. Walked him. A double, a triple, a hit batter, and 2 walks in the inning.
A little bit of everything here in the first.
So he has already walked one more than he did in his last complete game start against Tampa Bay. There are your base runners. Cano got hit by a pitch at third. Martin and Posada walk. And now the bases are loaded for Nick Swisher. Swisher's all the way down to the number 8 spot in this lineup because he's hitting 162 against right-handers. And a swing and maybe a foul tip. It's a strike. Went into the mitt.
Well, Bergeson is figuring I better throw a little bit extra if I'm not hitting the corners. His best fastball at 93, but you're right. Swisher just 139. So again, that's that release point. You can tell after he throws it, you can feel his arm almost going across the front of his body. It's just not going where he is looking.
Swisher's got the lowest batting average against right-handers in the American League. And he takes the ball to left field. PA going back, and can't get it. Cano will score. Martin will score. Posada's cutting to the plate. Relay throw. Fox had to go out to get it. It's a bases clearing double.
Right off the webbing of Felix Piet's glove. Long run. And you see the relay from J.J. Hardy a little bit offline.
Orioles bullpen already active. Jagaboskas just on the roster today. The Yankees have batted around. They've got 5 runs on 3 hits. As Swisher delivers a 3 RBI double here in the first inning. And here is Gardner.
Well, it was part of the scouting report tonight to be good early, and Brett Bergeson really has not been. He's been all over the strike zone.
Swisher now with 18 RBIs. Mark Teixeira's got 1. He's got 23 on the year. And Curtis Granderson got another one, his 32nd. These are the head-to-head numbers, and these are coming into this game already. They have clearly been upped. They are updated here to the first inning with a 43-16 margin in runs. Gardner, the 0-2 delivery to him, and that'll be whacked foul.
32 pitches thrown. Just to put that in perspective, he threw a complete game and threw 103. I mean, last start he averaged less than 12 pitches an inning. That was number 32.
Gardner's 3 for 8 off Brad Bergeson. Here's the 0-2 delivery, and that will miss inside. Swisher on at second base, 1-2.
Again, we'll watch that delivery. Pretty simple leg lift. And again, it's really that what happens on the end which determines where the pitch is going to go.
Gardner takes it, and he is gone. But the Yankees bat around here in the first inning. 5 runs on 3 hits. The Orioles in the first 2 innings, 16-0 this year. Let's take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. The O's, they got every at-bat left. Andino, Hardy, and Markakis, Guerrero, Jones, and PA, Reynolds, Fox, and Snyder. Hardy, since his return, has been outstanding at the plate.
Tonight's Scouting Report is brought to you by AFCIA. Visit AFCIA.org, the Association for IT Pros. Who's counting? Well, I guess we are. Sabathia 9-1 here at Camden Yards. Walk proud. Last 3 starts for Sabathia, and commonly 10 walks. So maybe a little bit of a chink in his armor. And best for last, his best outing this year was one he had earlier on against the Orioles, where he won 8 innings and struck out 7. Clearly his best start of the season.
Sabathia with the 15-2 mark against the Orioles lifetime. Andino will take the ball the other way. A really reshuffled lineup, as you saw, for Buck Showalter, with Brian Roberts on the 7-day DL for the concussion problem. Lee's gone on the 15 with the oblique. So you've had to fill in. Hardy's moved up to the 2-hole. Andino's going to play second base for just the 2nd time this year. Last night was the 1st. He's done well against left-handers. Sabathia's delivery is going to be fouled off, just reaching, and an 0-2 count.
Yeah, pretty good numbers against Sabathia, too. 4 for 11 with a homer, but now they have that 5-run deficit to try to chip away at. Changes really everything. Changes for Sabathia how he throws with a 5-run cushion.
Andino 387 off lefties, 182 off right-handers. Sabathia's 0-2 pitch to him, hit in the air to right field, playing shallow. Swisher, he'll get back there and put it away.
Let's take a look at the Yankee defense, which has committed 12 errors in its last 7 road games. So Gardner will be in left, Granderson in center, Nick Swisher will be in right, A-Rod and Jeter on the left side, Cano and Jorge Posada playing first base tonight. Russell Martin will be behind the plate. Posada, who's really been in the news quite a bit lately for numerous.
But still playing.
But still out there, still in the lineup.
Here's J.J. Hardy, had an 0 for 6 in the ballgame last night. And will take the strike. Average now at 265 on the year. Extra base hits, 3 doubles, 2 home runs, 10 RBI. Sabathia's delivery to him, and Hardy will take it down low. Hardy against the lefties, only 8 at bats, 4 for 8. 9 for 41 off right-handers. Of course, on the DL, those at bats have been limited both ways. Sabathia with the 1-1 delivery. And that is chopped off his foot, and a 1-2 count.
Yeah, I think the thing with Sabathia and this year, what kind of stands out, and the reason he's 3-3 with still a pretty good ERA, 3.47, is that with nobody on, he has really cruised. So when he stays in that lineup, or in the windup, the league just hits 200 men on base, 330, and 3 home runs. So I think the goal is to get him in that stretch position where he's had some problems.
1-2 delivery on the way, and Hardy swings and misses. Play is going to be made by Martin. There's the first. Sabathia gets a strikeout.
The last time I saw him, his changeup was the big pitch. This is that old-fashioned slider he throws down at really the back leg of a right-handed hitter. And he's not trying to get a called strike. He's trying to get a swing.
And our Exmo brought to you by the Volkswagen Going Gone event. Great deals are here, but not for long. Visit dwdealer.com. Here is Nick Markakis. Nick with a 4-game hit streak. He had a 2 for 4 in the ball game last night. Markakis will take the breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike.
And you can't see that minor adjustment that Nick has made. If you watch his left elbow, his back elbow will go right up, almost parallel to the ground. Keeps that front shoulder down a little bit more.
Ooh, right in the middle of the back. Hang on now. Hang on. Warning. Warning going from the home plate umpire, Larry Vanover. After Cano got hit in the first inning, Sabathia hits Markakis, and that would be a tit for tat as far as players who are involved.
Yeah, we may not think there was any intent on Mike Gonzalez's part or Brad Bergeson, but this is, old-fashioned, really almost right between the numbers of Markakis. Many clubs will do it that way. You pick out the opposition's best hitter.
And Buck Showalter is going to go out to check on Markakis, if only to make Sabathia stand there for a while. So each team has had a hit batter here in the first inning. Sabathia has hit 3 on the year.
Yeah, I'm sure they look at it as that Brad Bergeson hit Robinson Cano. And that's the thing that usually happens, when you interpret sort of guys getting hit. If a right-handed pitcher hits a left-handed batter, most times they think that's intentional because you got to go all the way across that strike zone from the right-hander to hit the left-hander. Believe me, it's a lot easier for a left-hander like Sabathia to hit Markakis just from being that left approach.
Well, here's Vladdy with a runner at first base and 2 down. Guerrero will take the pitch outside for a ball. Guerrero's 282 off lefties, 303 off righties, and a very solid 298 on the year. He has been hitting the baseball consistently here in the month of May. Sabathia's 1-0 pitch to him, and Vladdy's going to get a base hit. He almost picked off Markakis. Markakis heading to third. Swisher will get it in. Throw will come all the way into the plate for some reason. Jorge Posada's holds his glove up and says, I'm playing first.
That's right. I thought, where's home plate?
Swisher just threw that thing over everybody.
Yeah, ball off the outside corner. It almost looked like Posada refused to catch that line drive. It looked like it was a catchable ball.
Maybe the Orioles can take advantage of the hit batter Markakis. He's at third. Guerrero gets the base hit.
I really think it's going to be interesting to see how the Orioles squad responds to Nick Markakis being hit by a pitch, whether it sort of lights a fire and gets you back in this 5-0 game. Maybe Sabathia and the Yankees have done the wrong thing in hitting Markakis.
Here's Adam Jones. He's got a 4-game hit streak. And he showed bunt. He will take it up high for a ball. You see last night the 2 for 5 versus Sabathia, a very solid 333. 2 home runs and 9 RBIs. He got an assist last night throwing A-Rod out at second base.
And you can see Adam Jones. You see him taking that peek down. If A-Rod's going to play back in left field, I say bunt.
A-Rod moved in even with the bag as the pitch was being delivered, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Jones.
But you can see Adam, he'll check his positioning just out of the corner of his eye. He'll just take a quick peek and see where A-Rod is.
Jones hitting .412, 7 RBIs in his last 8 games. The 1-1, there's a heater. Boy, he reared back on that one.
Look at his best fastball, 94. You see him really let it go.
First and third, 1-ball, 2-strike count with 2 down. Sabathia's got 50 strikeouts in 59 innings coming into the game. 1-2 delivery. Jones over the screen.
95. So well, I think this should really get the Oriole club emotionally involved in this game. And usually a club can go either way. I can remember a game a few years back when Roger Clemens was still pitching for the Red Sox, and he had been struggling, and Brady Anderson was the first batter of the game, and Clemens hit him right in the number on his bat. First batter of the game, first pitch, and he just took the wind out of that Oriole club.
Breaking ball by Sabathia is going to miss inside, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Though Sabathia got the first 2 outs easily, and if anything, at least the pitch count for the Orioles against him is going up a little bit. After he hit Markakis, he was rocking along for an easy inning. Jones is going to get one to second. Cano will handle it. Jeter covering, and they will get the force out at second base. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 are left on. Yankees have the 5-0 lead. Inning, Jeter started it with a double. Granderson ended up with a triple. Teixeira would get him in on an RBI, and then Swisher with a bases loaded double that cleared him. And Brad Bergeson, by the time it was done, had given up 5 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. So the Yankees, who come in 2 games out behind Tampa Bay, they're 22-19, get the early 5-0 lead. And for Buck Showalter's club, they have lost 2 in a row now, and all 5 to the Yankees. A strike taken by Jeter, who starts the 2nd inning. Jeter at 259 now with the base hit in this ball game. He's 302 career hits against the Orioles. He got his 300th and 301st last night. Only Yastrzemski and Al Kaline have more hits against the Orioles than does Jeter. Saving grace is it was in the 1st inning. That'll go to short. Hardy. Snyder at first base, and Jeter's retired. 1 down. Maryland Lottery's double play contestant of the game, Jason Rusticelli from Street. For every double play the Orioles turn during tonight's game, Jason's going to win $1,000 from the Maryland Lottery. See how you can turn double plays into cash and enter to win Oriole prizes. Just go to mdlottery.com double play. Jason, love you. Glad you didn't play hockey. Here is Curtis Granderson. And maybe he did. And it's taken for a strike. Granderson with the RBI triple. His 4th hit and 10 at bats lifetime off Bergeson. Infield with a big shift on. Reynolds had moved in at 3rd with a 2-strike count. He'll back up. Everybody else is on the other side. What a year Granderson is having. 14 home runs, 2nd in the majors. 32 RBIs. Of course, he's 2nd in the American League, too, because Bautista's playing in it.
That's true.
Brad Bergeson with a 1-2 count. Second base. That's why the shift is on. Andino there, 2 down. The Orioles and Nationals are going to renew their Mid-Atlantic rivalry this weekend. 3-game series here at Camden Yards. Good seats remain, including for the 405. That's a game on Saturday. Hope you'll gather up family and friends for a great time at the Yard. 888-848-BIRD, or go to Orioles.com. Interleague play begins. Strike taken by Teixeira. Grounded out. Did pick up an RBI. Teixeira's working as the designated hitter in this ballgame. He'll take it down low. Jimmy Leland saying from the Detroit Tiger bench last night, tired of interleague play. It was a great idea when it started. It's run its course. It's time to end it. I think he's right.
I think he's right on the money.
Right on the money. Interleague games don't mean anything anymore. They may draw some big houses in New York and Chicago, but other than that, you just don't need interleague play. 2-1 delivery is swung out and missed. Count goes to 2-2. Think it had its purpose, probably in some cases survived, but it has run its course. I don't know how it would be around to see it, but people got to start talking about it. We need to have the same set of rules for each league.
Absolutely. You
One
just
way
can't
or the
tell.
other.
You can't tell with interleague play because you're playing different divisions. You just can't. What's the word I'm looking for? The balance is just not there. You're not playing the same competition.
And he's really upset. The Tigers are going to play 6 consecutive games at a National League yard, which means his designated hitter is going to be sitting out for a week without playing. And he said, that's just not fair. That's not the way we built our team. I couldn't agree more.
Absolutely.
3-2 delivery in the air to center field. Jones is there. And he's got it. How does it happen? 5 runs, 3 hits in the 1st inning. He retires the side in order in the 2nd. Get your second room of flooring free. Call 877-241-LUNA. Starting May 1st in the American League, the doubles leaders, Adam Dunn and Vladimir Guerrero, has put up 7. Evan Longoria with him, and a number of others with a half a dozen. Orioles need a few of those, a half a dozen actually. Would be good.
That would work.
PA, Reynolds, and Fox. 48-minute rain delay at the start of the ball game. Temperature dropped down about 7 or 8 degrees after the rain. Shows bunt, popped it up. Right to A-Rod. No execution on that one. One away.
They say good idea, bad result.
Rodriguez was playing in, so had no trouble getting to that. Mark Reynolds had an 0 for 5 in the ball game last night. Reynolds 0 for 3 lifetime off Sabathia, hitting at 184. And Sabathia's pitch will catch the outside corner. Reynolds against the left-handers 100, 3 for 30, and 208 against right-handers. And that one off the end of the bat for strike 2. Marquez, believe it or not, it's only the 5th lowest batting average against left-handed pitchers in the American League. You figure at 100 might be the bottom. He does have the lowest batting average at his own home ballpark, 90. And that pitch is taken outside, and a 1-ball 2-strike count. Sabathia, ground ball pitcher, about 1.7 to 1 ground ball to fly ball. 1-2 delivery, and swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts.
Last time we saw Sabathia, his second best pitch was his straight changeup. He really has cracked that late breaking slider out early. Late finish and bite.
That will bring up Jake Fox, who is doing the catching tonight. Matt Wieters, as Buck Showalter said, virtually caught the doubleheader with a 15-inning ball game last night, so had to get him out of there. We say that because Jake has yet to have a hit off a left-hander. He's 0 for 20 and 0 for 9 against Sabathia. That one will go to third base. A-Rod will get the big hop and gets him. And a 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the third. The Yankees leading at 5-0. game at Camden Yards. Great chance to get some autographs from the former Birds. It's the Orioles Alumni Autograph Series. Paul Blair, Jackie Brandt, Rick Kripke were here for tonight. And you can get your autographs Mondays and Thursdays. It opens 90 minutes before first pitch, stays open until 30 minutes before. Mondays, Thursdays, right here at Camden Yards. Alex Rodriguez up an 0-1 count. He struck out his first time up. Popped him up, shallow center. Jones, no, look out. He got it. Hardy was right back there with him. A-Rod retired. Ferguson threw 34 pitches in the first inning and 14 in the second.
A pretty decent recovery. He's going to have a couple more innings like it.
Robinson Cano hit by a pitch and scored. Cano with a 4-game hit streak going. He is 5 for 11 lifetime off the Orioles starter Brad Ferguson. Cano trying to continue a couple of streaks he's got going regarding Baltimore. And the pitch is taken for a strike. He's got a 16-game hit streak going in this ballpark. He's got a 17-game hit streak going against the Orioles. 0-1 delivery. Shattered bat. Hardy. 2 down. Talking about interleague play, one of the interesting stories on interleague is going to be the Cubs going to Fenway Park on Friday. It's going to be the first time since Game 6 of the 1918 World Series. 93 years between visits by the Cubs to Fenway, yet it is not the longest. The Giants franchise went 94 years between Fenway visits, from 1912 in a World Series to 2007. And the pitch will be taken outside for a ball. Martin drew a walk, scored his first time up. Interleague schedule for the Orioles: Nationals twice, Pirates, Reds, Cardinals, and Braves. The 108-139 is the mark the Orioles have in interleague play going into this season. You have the odd divisions rotate as to who they play: East against East, Central against Central, and then you have the odd games: the New York, New York, Chicago, Chicago, Washington, Baltimore series, which have the extra 3 games and are played every year. 6 of them. That'll be taken outside. Russell Martin with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Ferguson towards the outside part of the plate and fouled away.
Well, it just seems like sometimes interleague play has determined the outcome of division races. I know I think it was 2 years ago the Tigers just had an awful time in interleague play and really cost them their season. I remember one year Oakland went, I don't know, 15-1 in interleague play and made their season. So this doesn't quite seem fair. And I also there's been some pitchers whose careers have pretty much ended because of interleague play, running the bases and things they're not used to doing.
3-2 delivery in the air to center field. Jones is there looking up into the raindrops. He's got it, and Ferguson retires the side in order as a little rain begins to fall again after we had the 48-minute rain delay to start.
Oriole Park, welcome to Maryland's own Kentucky Derby winning trainer Graham Moshe.
And he threw out the first pitch from the Fair Hill Training Center in Elton. And, of course, with the Preakness coming up, Animal Kingdom racing. And Graham throwing out the first pitch and meeting some of the Orioles prior to the start of the ball game today. He had to throw from the sideline there because the tarp was on the field at the time.
He's not a mutter?
He's not a mutter. No. Here's Brandon Snyder. And Snyder will take the pitch for a strike. Well, the youngster who got a chance to come up last year and play a bit on the roster and playing at first base. Derek Lee has gone on the DL with the oblique problem. Raining harder now. Pitch will be taken away. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. There's a lot of rain in the forecast for tonight in this area. Sabathia with a 1-1 delivery. Snyder will foul it back. Called up from Norfolk, where he hit .276, 9 doubles, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. He had a real good average against the lefties. That's his overall number. He hit .350 against left-handers at Norfolk with 4 doubles and a couple of home runs. And Sabathia's pitch to him is taken away.
I'm sure the veteran Sabathia will want to see how Brandon Snyder handles that outside corner. It's the high information pitch if you're a left-handed pitcher with a right-handed hitter. Does he cover it?
2-2 fouled off. The heartbreaker last night, and it made a difference in the ball game. We'll never know how much. Was Snyder had drawn a walk. It was on at first base. Wieters, that's a base hit, but it hit Snyder. Snyder's out. Markakis had to stop at third, probably would have scored. The whole game changed. That's when the Orioles were down by 3 in the bottom of the 15th. They would have had a run in, first and third, and been right back in the ball game. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Foul back. Buck Showalter. I mean, this is not. I mean, nobody feels worse about this than Snyder himself. But Buck Showalter in the press conference even was asked about it. Showalter said, "We had a short discussion. It will continue as soon as I'm done here." And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count. And a good cut, fouled it back into the screen. It'll stay at 2-2.
A pretty good at bat so far. 32 pitches thrown by Sabathia, only 9 balls. So he's around the strike zone.
Snyder, 24 years old, 5 starts at first base last year for the Orioles. Went 6 for 18, 2 doubles and 3 RBI. 2-2 delivery to him, an off-speed breaking pitch got him. Third strikeout for Sabathia, 1 away in the 3rd inning.
At first, called third strike. And this is that backdoor slider. Tries to throw it off the plate and just come back and nip the outside corner. Gets the call. Have to widen those blue bars a little bit.
Yeah. Well, always remember the rule is on when we show you those strike boxes, the width of a baseball all the way around. You have to have that much leeway.
Added to it, yeah.
Ground ball towards second base by Andino. Cano's up and got it. And there are 2 away. Still time to sign up the family for the Junior Orioles Dugout Club. Kids 14 and under get 10 games, the hat, membership card, a lunch bag, subscription to the Kids magazine, only $20. Members also get exclusive giveaways at games. Friends and family can get tickets for as low as $6. And the first Dugout Club game is Saturday against the Nationals. 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. Here is J.J. Hardy batting in the 2 spot. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. 2 down and nobody on. A 5-0 lead for the Yankees. Sabathia's had run support this year, averaging over 7 runs per 9 innings that he has pitched. Yet his record is still just 3-3. And that pitch is going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. His mark here at Camden Yards, 9-1, 3.01 ERA. The best winning percentage in the ballpark's history. Here's the 1-1, and that'll go towards short. Jeter will circle, make a running throw, and didn't get him. That'll be an error, I think, on Jeter. Posada came off the bag hoping to swipe him, but the throw was so slow he didn't get it in time.
I think that's the whole thing with Posada not being real familiar with first base. Jeter on the run, off balance throw. See Posada
Jeter, of course, a Gold Glove winner, but you know he probably is not going to win it this year. But when you start looking at names of the best fielding shortstops in the American League, you kind of have a who are they? Now Johnny Peralta's not in that, but Pennington, Ryan, Ibar, they're not well-known names, and I say that only because generally in order to win a Gold Glove you've got to have a well-known
name recognition. Sure.
So Jeter charged with the error. Nick Markakis hit by a pitch his first time up.
Yeah, is it about total chances? Is it about fewest errors? Is it about range?
The answer to that is yes. And the pitch is outside. 1-1. It is continuing to rain. Sabathia, no walks, 3 strikeouts. The Orioles have only 1 hit, the single by Guerrero. Short lead at first. Markakis will foul it back. Talk about being a mutter. The Orioles this year have kind of had to be either mutters or polar bears. The weather here for the first 2 months on the road in particular has just been bad. 1-2. Hardy off first. 1-2 delivery. Markakis just got a piece.
It seems like batting practice is a rare occurrence. There's been so much rain around and cold.
Orioles actually got in BP on the field today between the showers. The Yankees chose not to take BP. They did take a little infield. Jeter came out early and took ground balls, and so did Jorge Posada at first base. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Markakis on the off-speed pitch will go down swinging. 4 strikeouts, 2 in the inning for Sabathia. We've completed 3. Southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on. And by Blimpie, America's Sub Shop. Skies have really opened up now as the fans move for cover. Brad Bergeson will go to work here against Jorge Posada, Swisher, and Gardner. 5-3-1 for the Yankees. 0-1-0 for the Orioles. First ball hitting. Posada goes to center. He's got it. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the 4th inning. Take a look at our East Wind notes from the American League East. Congratulations, John Farrell's been selected to go to the All-Star game as one of the coaches for Ron Washington. Tampa Bay Rays offense, 3 or more runs in an inning 25 times. They lead the American League in that department. Dice K, after throwing against the Orioles on the DL now with that elbow problem and its ligaments. And Hector Nosey pitched 4 scoreless in that ball game last night, his major league debut. First time since 1986 a pitcher has come in his major league debut, worked 4 scoreless innings, and come away with a win in the ball game. The other was Scott Bankhead for the Royals against the White Sox in May of 1986, earning his first major league win in a debut with at least 4 scoreless innings and extra innings. Obviously, the belief is this shower is going to go by quickly enough so as to not saturate the infield. Swisher a double, big hit, 3 RBIs. Takes the pitch outside, as the game will do to you. The guy who can't hit right-handers and was doing nothing in road games has the big hit in the ball game. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Swisher with Gardner to follow. Here's the 2-2 delivery. It's going to be down low off the plate, and a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Ferguson has not beaten the Yankees, 0-1 this year and 0-3 lifetime. And quickly, that complete game shutout he had, forgotten in the first inning of this ball game with the 5 runs on 3 hits. 4 career starts prior to this against the Yankees, a 7.29 ERA in the 0-3 record. 3-2 delivery again, foul back.
He's always had his difficulties against the American League East, his own division. 13 starts against his own division. 6.37 ERA.
3-2 delivery and walked him. That will be the 3rd walk surrendered in the ball game by Brad Ferguson. And Gardner will be coming to the plate. Heads groundskeeper Nicole Sherry looking there. She's got the radar down there that she watches. She came up between innings to talk to the crew chief, Brian Gorman, who's at first base. And obviously said this should go through quickly. Here's Brett Gardner. Foul back. Or she said the Orioles are trailing early. It's going to rain very, very hard, so we're not going to do anything. One or the other.
Either or.
Gardner called out on strikes. He came into the ball game late last night, was 0 for 2. And will foul that back.
As you can see now with Brad Ferguson, the mound becomes an issue. We talked about it. Seems like a lot with the spikes start to clog up and get heavier. The ball starts getting a little slick. You can see that the rain actually started to puddle up a little on the mound, and the ball becomes very slick. As soon as it,
that slipped right there.
Every time it hits the dirt, you're gonna have to change the ball. And it's true with the batter's box too. It starts to just lose your grip.
Runner at first base, 1 away. 1-2 delivery to Gardner, and he's got a base hit. That's going to go into the corner. Swisher's on his way to third, into the mud puddle. They're going to wave him on home, and he's going to score easy. And there's our second triple of the game. Gardner a triple and an RBI, and it's 6-0.
Yeah, not that bad a pitch, and Gardner just goes down and rakes it right down that first baseline. Great camera shot of the follow through of Ferguson. Again, the puddle's starting to develop down that right field corner. Markakis goes over rather gingerly, and you see Gardner. The base pass is still in reasonably good condition.
With only 1 away, the infield's going to move in. That's 6 runs on 4 hits. And here's Jeter. Jeter's doubled, scored, and grounded out. The Orioles trying to cut off anything further. For Brett Gardner, that is his 3rd triple and his 11th RBI. Jeter now hitting at 257. Will take the pitch away from Bergeson. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Jakubowskis in the bullpen again. Second time he's been up. 1-1 delivery to Jeter. That will miss, and a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Gardner off third. 2-1 pitch in the air to right. That'll at least get the runner in. Markakis up on the wall, can't get it. It will bound into the corner. Gardner will score. Jeter's on his way to third. He's got a triple. 3 triples in the ball game for the Yankees and a 7-0 lead.
That ball just kept carrying. It was a pitch down the middle of the plate, so I'm not surprised how well Jeter hit it. But this ball just keeps carrying. And it looks like it goes off the heel of Markakis' glove. Through and out of the glove as he collided with the wall. And Gardner could just trot home.
It is 7-0. And really embarrassing it right now. I mean, this is just looks like batting practice for the Yankees.
77 pitches thrown. And that's the thing. You don't want to really take your starter out, but you don't want to see this to keep getting out of hand as it is.
Granderson, he is tripled and lined out, and Buck Showalter will come out and make the change right now. So it's just amazing. Off the complete game shutout, Brad Bergeson threw 34 pitches in the first inning, 5 runs, 3 hits. Then he retired the side in order in the second and third, and now the Yankees rough him up again here in the fourth. To you by Maryland Law Enforcement. It reminds you to buckle up day and night. Click it or ticket. Every ride, every time, day and night.
So into the bullpen, I'm sure a lot sooner than he would have liked to. 7-0 at the moment. There's the numbers. 4th game of the year. A lofty ERA about 7.5. It's now his job is just to come in and try to keep it where it is. Stop the bleeding. 7 1/3 innings, 9 hits along the way.
Jakubowskis will get some extra time here. They had to put some of that drying element on the mound. Let's take a look at tonight's cold hard blast, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Curtis Granderson, second batter of the ball game after Derek Jeter had doubled, delivered an RBI triple. And the beginning of an extra base hit, first 4 innings for the Yankees. Granderson is lined out as well tonight. Jakubowskis at AAA was 0-1 at Norfolk. 4 starts and a 5.54 earned run average at Norfolk. Started the year with the Orioles and sent down. Bergeson over on the bench. so far charged with the 7 runs and 5 hits, 3 walks. They've all scored. 1 strikeout. The infield is in with only 1 away against Granderson, who will take it, and it is a ball. Jeter, the runner at third base. So Jeter's doubled and tripled in the ball game now. 1-0 delivery to Granderson. That will cut inside on him in a 2-0 count.
Well, he can get a favorable count. Jakubowski's trying to get used to the mound. We talked about the thing. It starts to muddy up.
Rain has let up a good deal. Infield stays in. 2-0 pitch. Down low. 3-0. This was a game to be started by Guthrie. Jeremy was used in the ball game last night coming out of the bullpen, that 15-inning affair. He was the last Oriole to pitch. And that will be taken for a strike. And it goes to 3-1. So 3 triples tonight. First American League team with 3 triples in 1 game this year. The last time it happened in 2009 versus Toronto. 3-1 pitch and a towering pop-up. Trying to get back Hardy. And he does. And he's got it. Well, a big out right there as Granderson is retired. Nice play by Hardy. Hardy had to play like an outfielder. He was playing in, so he had to turn around and run back like an outfielder would to the wall in order to be where the ball was going to come down, and he got there.
Yeah, when you're playing in, also the raindrops, you can see him wiping his face. That ball was hit way up high.
Here is Mark Teixeira. Teixeira with 2 down, a runner at third base. 0 for 2, does have an RBI on a ground ball out. 23 in the year. Need a lot of words. Teixeira will take the pitch, and it is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike count. 7-0 Yankees in the 4th inning. And in the dirt, Fox makes the nice stop. For Mark Teixeira, 6 of the 9 homers he's had this year have come early in the ball game. In fact, over the first 3 innings. He's one of the many Yankees teeing off early in ball games. Which is why they have jumped out to so many leads. 2-1 pitch to him. Oh my. Way back in right field, and goodbye home run. Mark Teixeira, a 2 RBI homer. It is 9-0.
Tenth home run of the year for Teixeira. 2-1 fastball right down the middle. See that lean back, somewhat uppercut stroke by Teixeira.
And our pitch track sponsored by Verizon 4G LTE. Rule the air on the most advanced 4G network in the world.
First home run of the series for the Yankees in about 20 innings now.
They lead the major leagues in home runs as the Yankees have hit their 64th home run for Teixeira. His 10th overall. 7 of the 10 have been hit left-handed. So Bergeson will be charged with 8 runs on 5 hits over 3 1/3. A-Rod 0 for 2 in the ball game to right field. Nick Markakis is under it, and he's got it. Yankees are retired, but 4 more runs are added here in the 4th inning, and it is 9-0 Yankees. Visit Verizon.com/getFios. May 19, 1910, Cy Young won his 500th Major League game. The Indians beat the Senators 5-4. It would be Cy Young and the great train Walter Johnson, who would be 1 and 2 in victories. 1962, Stan Musial, Cardinals NHL career hit leader. At the time, he passed Honus Wagner 3,431. He got it off Ron Peronowski, the pitcher. And in 1968, Hundo, Frank Howard, playing with Washington, had an MLB record of 10 home runs in 6 consecutive games snapped by the Detroit Tigers and pitcher Earl Wilson. Talk about good people in the game.
Oh, Hondo, he was a terrific man.
A gentle giant, except when he was hitting. So Sabathia, used to run supports, got more than ever in this one. And Guerrero will take the pitch for a strike. Guerrero had a single his first time up.
And with that, it puts his average over 300. The only Oriole with a 300 average. Looking at that today, the Yankees. Cano has the highest average with the Yankees at about 285.
Vladdy's hitting over 350 in the month of May. 0-2 count. Orioles offense. A long uphill climb in this one. And that'll be fouled off as Sabathia came in on him. See, the most multi-hit games since May 1st, part of this big month for Vladdy. He's had 7. Nick Markakis on top with Jacoby Ellsbury and Matt Joyce, Howie Kendrick. Here's the 0-2 delivery and swung out and missed. Play will be made and got him. 5 strikeouts for Sabathia. A reminder, gather up your group and enjoy Oriole Park's newest fan destination, the Miller Lite Flight Deck. One low price, casual atmosphere with bar-like seating. Everybody in the group will receive a food and beverage voucher for anywhere in the ballpark. Individual tickets are available for select games. It's the Miller Lite Flight Deck, 888-848-BIRD, or go to Orioles.com. And it's out of the rain. Here is Adam Jones. He had into a fielder's choice his first time up. Sabathia with the 5 strikeouts already recorded in this ball game. He has hit the 7 mark in strikeouts twice this year. He did it against Detroit in his first outing, and then in the outing against Baltimore in that 15-3 game, he had 7 strikeouts against the O's in that one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Jones pops it up. Second base. Cano's got it. Jones retired. 2 down.
Yeah, so far very pitch efficient by Sabathia. Just 48 pitches here in the 4th with a couple outs. Kind of amazing about last night's game. Bartolo Colon had, what, 87 pitches through 8.
This is his 332nd career start. He's never worked in a relief appearance. That is the most career starts for any active pitcher not to have at least one bullpen appearance scattered in somewhere.
Oh, yeah, you got to mix one in just to see what it feels like.
He's got 2 down here. Felix P.A. popped out his first time up. 0-1 delivery to him's a breaking ball outside. P.A. getting the start in left. A couple of hits and 7 at bats. Lifetime off Sabathia. And a 1-ball 1-strike count as the rain has almost stopped. There is no wind here at the ballpark at the moment either. 1-1 delivery. Rip roaring cut right there. 1-2.
It's funny because we were talking about Jim Palmer the other day and his record. So I went back and looked him up, and in his career, you know, he had 3,900 innings, you know, 268 wins. He also had 3 saves.
3 saves.
3 saves. So he filled that column.
Sabathia's still got time, only 30 years old. Here's the 1-2 delivery to PA, and he just flips the bat on that one and fouls it away. Let's take a look at our game flow, sponsored by Hankook Tires. Be one with it. Hankook Tires. It's been about the offense of the Yankees. 5 runs in the first inning, adding 4 more in the fourth. They're piling up extra base hits. 3 triples in the ballgame. 1-2 delivery. PA. Jeter. And he got him. So the Orioles are retired in order. We've completed 4 here at Camden Yards, and the Yankees have the 9-0 lead. Visit your Honda dealer during the Really Big Things sales event for great offers on all Honda cars and trucks. We go to the 5th inning. Jacobuskas on in relief. Yankees have the lead, and it'll be Cano, Martin, and Jorge Posada due up for the Yankees. Cano hit by a pitch scored in the first inning, and he is grounded out. And will take the pitch up high for a ball. The announced rotation, of course, for the interleague games. It was an issue in the ball game last night, as Buck Showalter wanted to wait and see what it looked like today. It's going to be Jake Arrieta tomorrow night against Jason Marquis. Jeremy Guthrie will start the middle game, the Saturday afternoon game at 4:05 against John Lannon, and then Chris Tillman and Jordan Zimmerman in the 3rd game of that set. Jeremy is available for bullpen duty tonight if needed. 2-1 on Cano. All they can do is sit and watch now and hope that the offense can have a really big second half of this ball game.
Try to slow down the Yankee offense and then just chip away. Pretty tough with Sabathia the way he's throwing to be optimistic.
Here's the 3-1 delivery, and Cano is going to continue the hit streak. So Robinson Cano, that'll be a 5-game hit streak overall. 17 in a row at Baltimore, 18 in a row against the Orioles. Take a look at our minor league update. Jose Diaz, the right-handed pitcher. A report brought to you by PNC for the achiever in you. 1.2, 1.62 ERA, even with the 0-2 record. And good walk to strikeout ratio. 12 saves. An opponent hitting only 200 against the closer. There's a shot into center field. That's a base hit by Russell Martin. This ball game is quickly, if not already, out of control.
8 hits on the board, 9 runs. They haven't left anybody on base, just 1.
This game isn't it amazing, in less than 24 hours, because it was after midnight before last night's game ended. exactly the opposite for the Yankees of what happened last night. They couldn't get an extra base hit. They had one in 15 innings. Tonight they've already got 3 triples and a couple of doubles. They couldn't get a runner in. Neither could the Orioles last night. Tonight they've gotten everybody in but one. All of that happening in less than a 24-hour period. One game to the next.
Now it can all change. Let's just ask Buck Showalter what's going through his mind at the moment.
Posada with a 1-0 count, runners off first and second base, and a strike taken. He was one of those that scored in the first inning on a walk, and he is flied out. Posada trying to get it going. Many in New York think between now and the All-Star break, here's numbers will decide what happens to Jorge Posada and the Yankees for the rest of the year. That is going to be up high and a 2-ball 1-strike count. They've got a young catcher named Montero who they've been talking about for years, who's playing well. And if Jorge Posada does not come around here, do you move Posada, even if that means releasing?
17-year vet.
Here's the 2-1 delivery, and that is going to be taken for a strike. 2-2. Jagabuskas just added to the roster of the Orioles today, if you missed it. Derek Lee went on the 15-day. Brian Roberts on the 7-day with a concussion. That'll be outside. So Jagabuskas and Patton were added. It is likely that for the weekend series there will be more roster changes made tomorrow, which may include pitchers being exchanged for position
players. Yeah. You feel like you need more going into interleague play.
And that's way up high, and the bases are loaded. So the Yankees get the first 3 on here in the 5th inning. This is the second time they have loaded the bases. And Mark Connor, the pitching coach, is going up. Swisher will be coming up. With all the bullpen work that was put in last night, Rapada, Burkin, Gregg, Uehara, Johnson, Accardo, Gonzalez, and Guthrie. The last thing you want to do is to have to go through that again with those kinds of numbers in this game.
I think that's why you always feel sort of pressure as the next day's starter, because you know the bullpen is pretty much depleted. Sometimes you can put that extra pressure on yourself. Geez, I know either run deep in this game to save the bullpen, and sometimes it works out to be just the opposite.
Nick Swisher had the bases loaded last time. He cleared them with a double. This is going to be off the glove of Andino. 1 run will score as Cano crosses and Swisher is on. They're going to call it a base hit, but that's a ball that's got to be played.
It looks like he's trying to get into position to actually surround the ball and throw to second base. And again, this is a very makeable play. See right there, he's sort of trying to get it behind him to spin and throw to second, and just goes off his glove.
The Swisher's got a 4 RBI ball game against right-handed pitchers on the road. Here is Brett Gardner. Gardner delivered a triple and an RBI in the 4th inning and scored a run. He is 1 for 2 in the game. All 4 hitters have reached here in the 5th inning. That's 10 runs on 9 hits for the Yankees. And Gardner will foul it off. There's still nobody out.
It's like, where's the ring when you need it? You want it for the guard and everything else. This wouldn't be a bad time.
Almost too late.
Yeah.
Two-strike count on Gardner. Martin, Posada, Swisher are the base runners. Jacobuskas with the 0-2 is down low. Fox will block it. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Again, this is already the 27th Yankee to come to the plate. Last night, I think we looked it up. There's like 64 Yankees came to the plate in that 15-inning game. So that's
Lord.
You're in the 90s for a game and a half. 90 plate appearances.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Gardner will take it, and he's gone. So Jakubowskis will get the strikeout. Gardner retired. First out on the 5th inning.
As you said, good pitch and one of those swing the bat. You know, low middle of the plate right there.
That will bring up Derek Jeter. Jeter already has got a triple and a double, and he has grounded out. He has scored 2 runs, and he has an RBI. Jeter's in the 5th inning, and he's getting his 4th plate appearance. And he's got the bases loaded. And the pitch will be taken outside for a ball. For Jeter, he's picked it up a bit in May. He's hitting .260 coming into the ball game in May. A lot of singles. He's among the league leaders now each year in singles and even in infield hits. 1-0 delivery, and that'll be fouled away. The run of starts that the Orioles had ended here in this game, as the starters have been really outstanding, putting up some very solid numbers. But Brad Bergeson tonight just struggles right from the beginning, with the 8 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, all scored in 3 1/3 innings.
Yeah, you could feel it sort of slipping away after the first couple of hitters.
Two ball, 1 strike count. Sacks full. Jeter, slow roller and foul outside of 3rd. Yankees have not been kind guests. They have won the last 19 out of 25 that have been played in this ballpark. 19 out of 25 here at Camden Yards. Two ball, 2 strike count. Jeter to right, not particularly deep. Martin will stay at 3rd as Markakis gets it in. 2 down.
Yeah, definitely not going to be deep enough to score another run. Something they certainly don't want to take a chance at this point. You know, giving up runs and the lack of runs scored is something I've got to pay a lot of attention to. Coming into tonight, the Orioles had scored 24 less runs than they had allowed. They allowed 188 runs and scored 164, and obviously the differential is going to jump up with this 10-run outburst by the Yankees, but that's when you start to see it a little disturbing when you're minus runs scored, runs allowed, and that would be now over 30.
Curtis Granderson has triple, lined out, popped out. Bases are still loaded, and there are 2 down. Granderson lifts it in the air to left field. PA. And he's got it. So it could have been a lot more damage. 1 run in on 3 hits. The Yankees leave them loaded. 10-0. just the inability to beat the Yankees' frustration level has really got to be piling up.
Yeah, and you can see it. It seems like the Yankees get on the board early, and then they aren't able to score. They're not be able, they be able to come back in a lot of these games, and it becomes demoralizing so quickly in the game against us. You see the Red Sox, they seem to hold their own and be in the games. But it's a totally different story with the Yankees.
Yep, and for Brad Bergeson tonight, now the issue is going to be renewed again about his spot in the rotation.
And it seems to go. He throws a shutout. You get all pumped up and excited. Maybe he's going to lock it in and make a nice run for himself, and then he'll come out and have one like tonight, which is just really a total bust. And it's not understandable, and it's unpredictable, and it makes it very difficult for the manager to know what to do next with Brad Bergeson.
Brian Mattis, of course, on the horizon. He'll make at least one more rehab start, and the question is whether that will be all or whether he will have two more. Brian is here with the ball club working out. As far as Buck Showalter is concerned, if he feels good and he gets his pitch count up to about 80 in that next game, he's going to be here.
I think Buck wanted him 2 starts ago.
Yes.
So those things. It's been a long wait for Brian Mattis. He really hasn't had an appearance this year. And one of those touchy type injuries, you want to make sure that it is in the past for Brian Mattis. Once he come back, there's no governor on him for pitch count.
Reynolds comebacker bobbled and still gets the out. One away here in the 5th inning. These games seem to have gone one way or the other. These are the scores in the Yankee games so far. You see the extra inning ball games. There are 3 extra inning games. Yankees have won them all, and then you got these other things here, 15-3, and this one 10-0. I mean, it's been everything, and it's all been against the Orioles. Here is Jake Fox. Fox grounded out his first time up. CC Sabathia just standing out there and throwing strikes right now.
Yeah, that
doesn't need to do anything else.
Yeah, that 5-run first really changed this from a CC Sabathia that had struggled his previous 3 starts. I think he'd given up 11 earned runs in his last 3 against Detroit, Texas, and the Red Sox. He had walked 10 in those 3 starts. But that 5-run cushion.
Swisher's going to have to play this one off the very top of the wall. Fox is going to go into second base, and the Orioles will get a double. That is just their second hit of the ball game.
Now Jake Fox can finally get off the 0 batting average against a left-handed starter. He's now 1 for 22 against lefties.
Fox is in. Our Jeep Expo brought to you by the 2011 Jeep Compass. 2 doubles on the year for him. Snyder called out on strikes his first time up. Brandon Snyder, first start for the Orioles, appeared in the ball game last night as a pinch runner, came to the roster yesterday. Now Snyder's got an RBI opportunity. .1-0 delivery in the off-speed pitch way out in front. Fox at second. Brandon Snyder, 16 RBIs, 35 games with Norfolk. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
He got a lot of playing time in spring training up last year. Really looking for his opportunity and may get one in the short term.
Derek Lee had hoped he would not have to go on the DL. He wanted to take a couple of days, see how it went, see if that oblique muscle was a problem that would just go away in a couple of days, but the Orioles just couldn't wait. Here's the 1-2 delivery towards short. Jeter holds the runner, and a pretty good pick by Jorge Posada. And Snyder is retired. Our AT&T Mobility Trivia Fact. Timmy Martinez picked 3 consecutive Toronto players off first base. That was in the 10th inning back in '83, August 24. And Len Sakata entered the game as a catcher in the 10th. The reserve infielder homered and gave the Orioles a 7-4 win.
It was voted the all-time Oriole highlight, 1983, and that was actually on Ripken's birthday. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Here is Robert Andino, 0 for 2 in the ball game. He is 0 for 7 in the series.
Actually, I was thinking of that game last night when all the changes, you could see the managers not knowing who to put out where and how they're going to put it up. That's exactly what happened in that game in '83. We ended up, I think, with Gary Renicky at short and John Lowenstein at second. Lenny Sakata catching. Didn't have a pair of shin guards, and the knee part of the shin guard was up about mid-thigh. And it's one of the reasons, I'm not taking anything away from Tippy's 3 pickups, though there was only 3 pickups of his career. When they saw Lenny Sakata behind the plate, it's like they had to go. And then Sakata ended up hitting a home run to win it. I mean, it was a night somewhat like last night, but a lot better.
Yeah. 2-0 count, 2 down. Andino will take a strike on the outside corner, and it goes to 2-1. The Orioles have had only 7 extra base hits in their last 5 home games, including this one. Extra base hits have somehow gone away for the O's here at home, where they are now 10-12 on the year. And obviously down 10-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. A lot of extra base hits are needed. 24,939 the announced attendance. 24,939. 2-1 delivery. That'll leaving it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alfredo Simon may be joining this ball club come tomorrow.
I mean, there's a lot going to happen in the next few days. Again, with Brian Mattis due, maybe the infield situation with his Torres out, and whether Andino can play second base with Brian Roberts out. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts right now.
2-2 delivery taken down low. Simon's criminal trial back home supposedly is going to be a couple of months in the making before they're going to be ready to go. And that poses obviously some dicey questions, and the Orioles just have to go on through. But Cholo is saying Major League Baseball has kind of allowed the Orioles to float Simon here. He's not officially anything. They've got to do something. No, roster wise or player number wise. 3-2 delivery, foul back again, and they've got to make a decision on him, and it's got to be now. CC Sabathia 3-2 battling with Andino. Andino has had the 4 hits in 13 at bats lifetime with a home run off Sabathia, trying to get a run in here and dent the scoreboard for the O's. Runner off second, 3-2, and he's going to do maybe that. Gardner will force the runner to stay. No chance for Fox to score. First and third, Andino the base hit. They're 2 down.
Yeah, I just can't take any chances, even 2 out. The ball probably, if anything, hit too hard by Andino. And Gardner was a pretty good throwing arm in left field, so down 10-0. One of those, just a third base hit allowed by Sabathia. It seems like Sabathia either gets plenty of run support or none. Last time he started here, the final was 15-3.
So J.J. Hardy gets the RBI chance. He has struck out and reached on an error. Pitch by Sabathia will be taken down low. Orioles now with 3 hits in the ball game, 2 of them coming in this inning. One-0 delivery into the seats in a 1-ball, 1-strike count. It has to be so disconcerting to the Baltimore players and organization. The Yankees come in here and get so comfortable. It is, I mean, Camden Yards is referred to as Yankee Stadium South.
Yeah, we heard that today. Very disconcerting.
Very disconcerting. 1-1 delivery, and that's a ground ball. Jeter will make the play to Cano, and that will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 are left on base. It remains 10-0 Yankees. Coors Light freeze cam, a little tit for tat.
Yeah, for sure. In the first inning, Robinson Cano plunk, 2 outs, nobody on the Orioles inning. Right between the 2 and the 1.
Coors Light freeze cam brought to you by Prosperud Coors Light.
Probably wish he had something to put on that, calm that spot down.
Jacobuskas on. Came on for Bergeson in the 4th inning with 1 away. He has been charged with 2 runs. Rain just off and on, and right now it's on again. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Teixeira. He has homered, his 10th of the year, a 2 RBI homer. That one's going to go to first. Snyder's got it. 1 away, 6th inning. Yankees continue to lead, not only in home runs, but in the percentage of runs off home runs at 53%. And once again, it is pouring. Wow, what a night.
The fans have probably the most mobile crowd I've ever seen, up and down, underneath the overhang and then back out in the open.
A-Rod on the swing and a miss. I think Jake Fox got a little dirt on that one. Rodriguez 0 for 3 in the ball game, 4 for 10 in the 2-game set, and that'll miss inside. Orioles in series situations have won 6, lost 7, and tied 1. There are we got 3 series now that have not been completed. 2 doubleheaders coming against the Yankees. One here, 1 in New York.
And also those 2-game series, really, again, it's hard to get a grip on those 2-game series that became a 1-game series in Boston.
I don't think they count those until the 2nd game is played.
I hope not.
No. I know they didn't because the numbers stayed the same after the 1 game in Boston. 2 ball, 2 strike count. And the fastball will be taken up high. The Orioles in July are going to be playing a day-night doubleheader at Yankee Stadium. They've rescheduled that one. 3-2 delivery, and that's outside. So A-Rod draws the walk. Second surrendered by Jacobuskas. Entertain clients, colleagues, and more with a custom suite package at Camden Yards. Private suites available, variety of locations and packages. Offer your company a sophisticated, affordable way to make a statement. Find out more about Orioles Suites. Go to Orioles.com/suites, or a private tour can be arranged. 410-547-6076. One down, Cano. Hardy will get one as A-Rod diverts to center.
He's trying to take out Adam Jones with his slide to break up 2. Bullet on the ground to Hardy. Holds his ground, plays it off his chest. Gets to 1 as A-Rod veers off.
Heading out of your picture. 2 away, runner at first. Now will be Cano. Here is Martin. He has walked, singled, and flied out. He's going to love this game of baseball. He was the only guy in the lineup who has not scored a run for the Yankees in a 10-0 ball game. Alex Rodriguez.
If I could only read my own scorecard, I would have been a little quicker at that. It's like going back trying to read last night's.
I didn't think it was a trick question.
No, it kind of locked me up anyway, though.
1-1 delivery. That's going to be a base hit. PA. Two hits in the ball game for Russell Martin. So 10 runs on 10 hits now for the Yankees. Here's Jorge Posada. He's been walked a couple of times, flied out, so officially 0 for 1 getting the start at first base. 2 on and 2 down here in the 6th inning. The Yankees will continue their more than 7 runs a ball game against the Orioles that they had averaged coming in. They now have hit 10 home runs against the Orioles this year. The Orioles have 5 against the Yankees. And as quickly as the pouring rain came, it starts to let up. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and Posada will take it inside. Win a maximum access experiment at experiment. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. See, that's a misread. So we're going to take this piece of copy. Yeah. We're going to sit it right up here in a box. We're going to let it rest just for a minute.
Till it straighten itself out.
Till it straighten itself out, and then I'll bring it back. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. Okay, now we bring it back. Oh, that's good. It's corrected itself. Win a massive maximum access experience at Camden Yards. For your chance, text WIN 29292. Message data rates and correction rates may apply. A 1-ball, 2-strike count. That's going to be down the line in right field. Boy, has that been a busy corner. That's a fair ball. Nick Markakis into the mud puddle again over there. 1 run is scored, and that's all. It'll be a double and an RBI. Cano comes across. Martin stops at third, and Posada makes it an 11-0 game.
4th double a year for Jorge Posada. 1-2 pitch. Not that bad of a breaking ball. Low middle, just fair. Down that right field line. Cano can just cruise on in for the run number 11.
Posada gets his 16th RBI. Still 2 down. Here's Swisher. Swisher has had a big night. He got the big hit in the 1st inning when he cleared the bases with a double. He walked and scored in the 4th inning and picked up an RBI single in the 5th inning. Troy Patton, just added to the roster from AAA, is throwing in the bullpen. The 0-1 delivery to Swisher, and that is in there for a strike. And 2. Jacobuskas trying to get out of the inning. Here's the 0-2 delivery to him, and that'll go to first base. Snyder's got it. He will take it to the bag, and that will retire the side. A run in on a couple of hits. 2 are left on. Yankees have the 11-0 lead.
lopsided highlights. The Yankees on the board early and has been off. And after a couple of hitters, they were on the board. One just out of the reach of Felix P.A. and would be down both lines, doubles and triples early, and off the glove of Markakis. Not much going right. Then the lean back home run from Teixeira. First home run of the series by the Yankees. 1 for 4. 2-run homer in the fourth. Nick Swisher 2 for 3, a double, 4 RBIs, and CC Sabathia with that 5-run first has really just coasted through this ball game so far. After drilling Markakis in the back early, getting that out of the way.
Swisher's second 4 RBI game. He had one against the White Sox on April 28th. So Sabathia, if they put some more after the added drying agent is put down, he's ready to go. And here is Nick Markakis. Hit by a pitch in the first inning and is struck out. Nick with a 4-game hit streak. 268 lifetime hitter off Sabathia. That's way inside for a ball.
Let's take a look at this last fastball from Sabathia. Up about letter high.
Check swing, and Markakis will foul it off.
I'm sure Nick would like nothing better to hit one right back up the middle.
Yes, hard. A 1-ball, 1-strike count on Markakis. He's had 8 multi-hit games here in May. 1-1 delivery to him, and he will foul that one back. Obviously, for the Oriole hitters, and they talk about it, it's demoralizing for them in these at-bats where they're so far down in a ball game that you can't see the other end of the tunnel. But try and focus, stay focused, and get quality at-bats.
Well, again, it's not a club that by nature walks a lot.
No.
So they're going to have to swing their way back into most games when they're behind.
And a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Markakis.
I think you're missing that walkabout, and they've had a pretty good year with runners in scoring position and the rest, but there's just not enough opportunities.
Guerrero and Jones to follow, middle of the order. Here's the 1-2, and Markakis will take it down low. Sabathia hasn't walked anybody. He has struck out 5. He's getting his share of the ground ball outs in the ball game. About 1.7 to 1 ground balls to fly ball for Sabathia. 2-ball, 2-strike count. And Markakis is gone. Strikeout number 6.
We haven't seen that featured changeup. What we see more is that slider tonight. It's a little bit low. I guess when it's 11-0, the tendency is to expand the strike zone some along the way.
One away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero got a single and he is struck out. Yankees had help from everybody. Jeter's got an RBI, 2-run scored. Granderson an RBI, a run scored. Teixeira 3 RBIs, a home run, 2 RBI homer. Cano has scored 3 runs in the game. Martin 2 singles and a run scored. Jorge Posada run scored an RBI. Swisher 4 RBIs. Guerrero, that one's going to be in the gap. 1 hop off the wall, short hop at that. Granderson throw to second, and he's out. In an 11-0 game.
Yeah, I don't think that should happen in an 11-0 game. Granderson plays it perfectly off the wall. And 2-hop throw. They're waiting for the tag on Guerrero.
So the Orioles get their 4th hit, but it turns into an out. 3 singles and a double by Fox. That's the only extra base hit. Here is Adam Jones. Jones popped out and hit into a fielder's choice. I can all but guarantee you those are the kind of things that will drive Buck Showalter to crazy.
Yeah, it's the little things, the things I guess that are more mental than physical that'll drive a manager crazy.
That'll be fouled off outside the third, and a 2-strike count on Adam Jones. Doesn't mean it's going to win your ball game. It doesn't mean it's even going to get you back into this game, but it does mean you're still focused on the game and you're grinding.
Absolutely.
A 2-strike count on Jones, 2 down, bases empty. In the air to right center field, hit hard. Granderson going back. That's going to hit off the warning track and go up into the seats. Jones will have a ground rule double. Well, the Orioles get their second extra base hit off Sabathia.
0-2 pitch. They're trying to go up and out over the plate, and he just gets on top and hits a bullet. And they threw it right where they wanted to. Jones all over it. Ground rule double.
And here is Felix Pie. 2 down runner at second base. Pie 0 for 2. Left-handers hitting 193. And Pie to Gardner for the out. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. It remains an 11-0 Yankee lead. As that's come to town, it's the season's first edition of the Mid-Atlantic rivalry. Jake Arrieta takes the mound against Jason Marquis. Coverage 6:30 with O's Extra presented by Verizon 4G LTE on Masson HD, and Nats Extra presented by your local Ford dealer on Masson 2 HD. Our game at 7. All the access you need right here on Masson. Yankees with the 11-0 lead for the Nationals. Numbers, their rankings. Picked up some stolen bases along the way. Earned run average not bad, but the offense has not been good.
Has really struggled. But it should be a marquee matchup tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, Marquis 5-1 and Jake Arrieta's 5-1. Wouldn't you go along with that?
I would. I absolutely would. That's a marquee matchup.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Brent Gardner with an 0-2 count.
Probably the first time it's ever been used, you think?
I think it is. I have not heard it. I wrote it down just now. Going to copyright it along with Triple P or whatever that is. Line drive to second base, hauled in by Andino. Gardner retired 1 for 4 as we are in the top half of the 7th inning. Derek Jeter, the DH last night, the shortstop in this game, led the ball game off with a double and hasn't stopped. got the 2 for 4, triple RBI, and this month hitting .273. Three runs off Jakubowski since coming out of the bullpen. Troy Patton has been warming up again, so it looks like probably Jakubowski, they're trying to get him through this inning, and then Patton will come on and pitch. That'll be a ground ball inside out, second base, Andino. 2 down. Don't forget the Mid-Atlantic Sports Report. Weeknights 5:30 to 6:30 on MASN. The latest news and info, O's Nationals, all of Major League Baseball. You can join Tom Davis, Dave Johnson, Mel Antonin. Hottest topics around Major League Baseball. And tomorrow, special Andy McPhail will be the featured guest as Amber Theohara sat down for a discussion with Andy. That's all coming up in the Mid-Atlantic Sports Report tomorrow. Curtis Granderson. Triple in the first inning and an RBI. Is 1 for 4. Out in front of that one. Granderson hitting .304 against the Orioles this year coming into the ball game. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Ferguson, who was 1 and 4. The 8 runs and 5 hits, 3 in the thirds. CC Sabathia still in there. He's 3 and 3, looking for the win. Against the shift, puts it out to right. Nick Markakis has had a busy night. Granderson's got his second hit. Mark Teixeira in the DH role tonight. RBI in the first inning with a ground ball, and then in the fourth he got one. And Teixeira's going to have to wait as Patton is going to come on to do the pitching. Jakubowski will head out. And 2 pitchers just added to the roster, both getting a chance in this ball game. Yankees lead it 11-0. Of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Yankee dominated ball game. Third pitcher for the O's.
Yeah, there's Troy Patton's numbers in AAA Norfolk. 6 games, a 1-0 record, pretty good ERA, 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Fastball, pretty much a sinker ball pitcher. Pretty good breaking ball. 6'1", 185 pounds.
And the pitch will be taken for a strike. Runner on at first base. 2 down. Mark Teixeira up. 3 RBIs. Home run. 1 for 4 officially at the plate. Teixeira 257 on the year. 25 runs batted in. The changeup had him way out in front. 0-2.
Yeah, last year Patton made 3 separate stints up to Baltimore. was up in mid-July, also beginning of August, and then beginning of September till the end of the season, but just appeared in one game.
Patton 1-0 with a 2.60 this year, pitching at Norfolk. And the Orioles making those changes today in order to have the help in the bullpen just in case, and just in case came to be. Patton 17 1/3 innings, 5 runs on 14 hits in 6 games for the Tides this year. Granderson on at first base, 7th inning. There are 2 down. Here's the 1-2 delivery to share a breaking ball inside to him. And that'll go to short. Hardy to first and gets the out. And that will do it here in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 7th inning stretch time. Coach, if you got a game like this in Sabathia, you're on the ball club and you're the pitching coach. Do you let him go through this ball game and finish it when it looks like it's going to be easy? How do you judge that?
Yeah, I think what you want to do is let him ingrain the positive about tonight's outing. He's got his 11 runs to work with, and you can certainly experiment, throw a lot more fastballs, take more chances in the strike zone to try to lock that in. Again, he'd been in a very poor groove the last 3 starts, so I would let him stay out there for his usual allotment of 100 pitches.
For Brad Bergeson tonight, obviously all that he had going in the last game was not there. He just never got started.
He just never got his feet on the ground, and we talked about it. I'm not saying we predicted it, but it was one of those that he had to be good from the first inning on to have a chance tonight against Sabathia, and he just wasn't.
We're going to put some numbers together here. We'll show you later on. Nobody knows, and probably he doesn't either, what the effect of that line drive that Billy Butler hit off his shin had that took him out of the game and ended his season. But the numbers for him up to that ball game and the numbers for him since that ball game are dramatic.
Pretty dramatic. Oh, yeah.
We'll show you those here when we get a chance as we go along tonight. Sabathia still out there in the mound, bottom half of the 7th inning. And that'll be fouled back by Mark Reynolds. Reynolds has struck out and grounded out. 11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, 7 left on for the Yankees. No runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 6 left on for the Orioles. Sabathia's delivery, and he got the outside corner. That is strikeout number 7. 3rd time he's done that this year, and 2 of the times have been against the Orioles.
Yeah, let's take a look at this 0-2 pitch, and it really is the first straight changeup we've seen him throw in a while. It's been fastball, really slider, his 2 best pitches tonight. Just 87
Jake Fox
pitches.
has double grounded out.
Yeah, just 87 pitches, much like the Bartolo Colon effort. Not quite as good. Bartolo went through 8 with 87.
Cue shot off the end of the bat. Fox delivered a double in the 5th inning. The Orioles had 2 doubles. Jones the other.
Yeah, the extra base hits by the Orioles had been difficult to come by. They had their share of hits.
Sabathia with a 1-strike count. One and one on Jake Fox, with one down and no one on, and for the moment at least, no rain. 1-1 delivery to him, and that'll be fouled back. Fox and then Brandon Snyder, bottom third of the order for the Orioles. The Orioles against left-handed starters, the struggle continues. They are 3-8 coming into the game, hitting only .229 off left-handers overall, compared to .252 against right-handers. It was the same way last year. And that one is going to be swung on and missed. 8 strikeouts. 2 down, 7th inning. That'll bring up Brandon Snyder.
Let's take a look at the 1-2 pitch. And that's that slider. He starts off in the zone and ends up usually in the dirt. Tries to get you to expand the zone, the swing at the spin of the ball.
13 strikeouts is the career high recorded in 07 against Kansas City for Sabathia. Missed outside. Brandon Snyder has been called out on strikes and grounded out. .1-0 delivery to second base. Cano's got it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We've completed 7 here at Camden Yards, and the Yankees have the lead. Swisher has had the big 4 RBI ball game, and Mark Teixeira has delivered 3 RBIs and a home run. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, to 51862. So the Yankees are going to go to the bench here as we go to the 8th inning, and Andrew Jones will come up to pinch hit for A-Rod. So Rodriguez, of all things, will go 0 for 3 with a walk on a 11-run, 12-hit Yankee night. Jones on Patton, and a swing and a miss. Started in the ball game last night, ended up 0 for 2 and a walk as he made the start in left field for Joe Girardi's team. 0-1 delivery to Jones, and back into the screen. Troy Patton on to get the final out in that last inning. For Jakubowskis, 3 1/3 innings, he gave up 3 runs on 7 hits, walked 2 and struck out 1. 0-2 delivery. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count. A-Rod is going to have that hip medically examined when they get back to New York tomorrow. He doesn't think there's a problem. The Yankees want to make sure. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball is swung out and missed, and Jones is retired.
Here we're going to kick back and enjoy the rest of the evening. Straight changeup from Troy Patton, and a good one, low middle. Andrew Jones way out in front.
That'll bring up Cano. Cano has scored twice, reaching when he was hit by a pitch in the first and singled to lead off the fifth inning. Officially 1 for 3 in the ball game and a 5-game hit streak. The numbers we were talking about for Brad Bergeson, take a look. This is before that line drive that caught him on the shins in that game against Kansas City. So 2009 is before that. 2010-11 is after. How much of that was caused? Cause and effect? I suspect nobody knows. But the numbers say there's a difference.
There's something appears to be going on there. His last, where we look at that, 12 starts leading up to that injury, all 6-inning outings, ERA about 2.5 during that period. Just really was coming on.
2-0 delivery to Cano, and he'll take it up high.
He's been very inconsistent since.
A 3-0 count. Cano to be followed by Martin. Yeah, he's taking all the way, and it's a walk. So Patton surrenders the free pass with one away here in the 8th inning. And our game flow brought to you by Pep Boys. Pep Boys. They do everything for less. Call 1-800-PEP-BOYS. This game flow was early. 5 runs, 3 hits in the first inning. And the Yankees 4 more, 3 hits in the fourth. That offense has given CC Sabathia lots of room to work. And it has been a Yankee-dominated game. 1-0 count. Russell Martin. Martin with 2 singles. A walk and a run scored. He's 2 for 3 officially at the plate. Martin's hitting .270 on the year. 1-1.
Yeah, very busy box score the last 2 games of this short series against the Yankees.
One ball, 1 strike count. And that's on the inside corner.
So being outscored, what, 15-1 in the series? For 14 innings yesterday, it was anybody's ball game. And it's a type of game maybe you figure you should have won, so could be getting outscored in the series. You know, had stolen the game. Could have scored a run yesterday.
Lots and lots of chances for both teams in the amazing extra innings. Overall, the Orioles left 15, the Yankees 14 in the game. Right center field, Jones going over. And he's got it. Runner halfway will go back, and there are 2 down. On Sunday, June 12, the first 20,000 fans 15 and over at the Orioles-Rays afternoon game are going to get an O's cap presented by DAP. Don't miss this annual fan favorite and spend a great day at the Yard with the family. Tickets in advance. You save money if you get them in advance. 888-848-BIRD, to go to Orioles.com. Here's Jorge Posada. Walked, scored, doubled, drove in a run. He's had a couple of walks in the ball game, 1 for 2. Officially, he's got a 4-game hit streak now, and making his first start at first base this year. Posada will take it on the outside corner from Patton for a strike. Posada 0 for 24 against left-handers. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Puts that one in the air to center. Going back, Jones back at the warning track. Adam Jones makes a nice running catch. And Posada is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Gold Glove out there. Plays like that make you look. $50 to the Living Classrooms Foundation. 133 walks, $6,650. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Adam Jones being congratulated over there. Mark Conner, the pitching coach, even came down, shook hands with him. That's about, in a ball game where it's 11-0 in the top of the 8th inning, you keep playing.
Keep playing and play hard.
Jones will stay in left field, came on to pinch hit. Gardner goes to center field, and Eduardo Nunez will play at third base. And the pitch is a strike called. Sabathia going the distance. He has walked none, struck out 8. He's given up no runs on 5 hits. Andino, top of the order, a single, 1 for 3. And again on the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
Andino didn't think so, but pretty good breaking ball tonight by Sabathia. He's had good stuff. Obviously, the 5 early runs helped him get his feet on the ground, but he's maintained his good stuff throughout this one.
0-2 delivery. Longest outing by Sabathia this year was against the Orioles. He worked 8 innings in the 15-3 game. Boy, he's had some runs against the O's in the 2 starts this year.
And coming in today, the Yankees had scored 12 or more runs 3 times. Again, the game talked about here at Baltimore. 12 runs with the White Sox and 12 runs against the Rangers.
Inside out, Cano's not going to get that one. That's a base hit. So Andino with a 2-hit ball game leads off the 8th inning with a single. Follow the Orioles with MLB.com at Bat 2011 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Scores, stats, highlights, live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, and interactive maps of Oriole Park. Text at Bat 31826 to go to Orioles.com. J.J. Hardy has reached on an error, officially 0 for 3. He has struck out and hit into a fielder's choice. Breaking ball in there for a strike to him. 98 pitches thrown by Sabathia in the game. Not holding the runner. The 0-1 delivery. That'll go to short. Jeter. Cano. Tejada, and that's 2. Cano is. I mean, did you see how he made that?
It just, I don't know. Did it look as casual as this? Watch this. And this is like they're taking him at 5 o'clock. Little ground balls. Catches it waist high and a flip.
He has an incredibly strong arm. Plus, he is very athletic in maneuvering foot-wise.
It's just not in his glove very long. It makes that exchange and transfer so easily.
Here's Nick Markakis. Base is empty now and 2 away. Nick will foul it back. He's gone 0 for 2 and been hit by a pitch. Sounds like Ferris Bueller, all right. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Down to third. That one's going to be a base hit. He played in left field by Jones, and Nick Markakis has a 5-game hit streak as he gets a 2-out single here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, I see that Nunez well off the line, almost dead straight away third base. So no third baseman even in your picture.
Our Dodge Ram Expo brought to you by Ram Trucks, designed, tested, and proven to be the best trucks we've ever built. Ram. Toronto beat Tampa Bay by a score of 3-2 in their ball game tonight. That is a final. So the Yankees will have a chance to move to within 1 of Tampa Bay. Toronto's won their 22nd game. Boston beat Detroit by a score of 4-3 in their ball game. Vladimir Guerrero on the big cut.
Yeah, that was the big Verlander-Beckett matchup.
Boston has now won 6 in a row. Their 23rd win. One ball, one strikeout on Guerrero. He has 2 singles, 2 for 3. Runner at first base, 2 down. That's Sennett in the bullpen. The pitch count, I guess, would be the reason here at 104.
Yeah, Sabathia has been over 100 in each of his starts on the year. And this one almost a carbon copy of the one game we talked about, his best game of the year against the Orioles back in April 23rd. 8 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs in that one. 1 walk, 7 strikeouts tonight. Almost a carbon copy. Almost pitch for pitch.
Guerrero's got a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Vladdy coming in with big numbers in this ballpark. Here at home, he's hitting .326, the 7th best home average in the American League. And that hit his foot. Foul ball on the 2-2 count.
Let's take a look. Inside fastball, right off the toe.
Sabathia waiting as Guerrero stands back in. Guerrero has gone 5 for 23 with a home run lifetime off Sabathia. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and Vladdy on a 9-iron pokes it foul. Catchers must move back about another foot when Vladdy hits or more.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, that long wingspan, long swing of Guerrero's.
Plus, he hits balls that are bounced, so your tendency as a catcher is to come forward on those. And
You're
the next
right.
thing you know, he's hitting it. And the backswing, catcher right in the back of the head. Markakis on at first base. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and Vladdy again will chop it foul. To Russell Martin, you go, don't lean forward, don't lean forward, don't lean forward.
He's going, like you said, going down to block that pitch.
Yeah.
You know, and Vladdy's swinging at it.
Markakis not being held at first by Posada. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and he got him. Well, Sabathia's got 9 strikeouts in the ballgame. That may be it for him. No runs, couple of hits, 1 left on. We go to the 9th. Is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Go to the 9th inning, 11-0 Yankees. With this ball game now, we were talking about run differentials. The Yankees are now a plus 41, plus 41, second best in the American League. And the Orioles are a minus 35, the second worst in the American League. The incredible number belongs to the Minnesota Twins. You talk about a tough year. They are already minus 91 in run differential on the year. I mean, that is amazing.
It really is. And I don't think anybody saw that coming. You feel they had a pretty good offense.
Wow.
They've scored 127 runs. Almost 40 less than the Orioles have scored. They've hit 18 home runs. I mean, it's just a non-existent offense that's hitting 226.
Nick Swisher with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Big night for him, 4 RBIs. He's 2 for 3, a walk, run scored. Gardner waiting on deck, then Jeter at the top of the order. Swisher coming in was 1 for 17 against the Orioles on the year. So he's doubled his number of hits in this ball game, and he has doubled his RBIs. He had 2 runs batted in this year against the Orioles. He now has, they already picked up 4 in this game, 6 in the year. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and Swisher does not catch up to Patton's pitch. He gets his second strikeout. These are the numbers we were talking about. A lot of people look at this to see really where you fit.
Yeah, a lot of times if you look at it, if it's about even, like they're -4 with the Red Sox, and that usually that's around a 500 ball club. Kansas City was probably overachieved a little, but then you start getting down in the -20s. You probably have, a few games under 500. It really does hold true to form. And
that's entering tonight. So those numbers with 11 runs.
It is very telling number. I'm a big believer in that runs scored, runs allowed.
Brett Gardner has doubled in a run. He's 1 for 4, a couple of strikeouts, and he is lined out. Troy Patton on in relief. Will get the foul ball back. Jakubowskis, 3 runs, 7 hits, 3 in the third out of the bullpen, and Troy Patton coming on has given up just a walk. We are in the 9th inning. It's 11-0. It has been a long night for the Orioles, and it got long early. And for Girardi, this is just what they had hoped for. They're going to go back and play against the Mets with interleague play coming up. They had a long road trip, a lot of long late nights. Put a lineup in last night to try and rest starters and got the win. Let's talk about stealing one. I mean, I think they really felt that way after the ball game, and then got back to a more normal lineup for them tonight. And they're going to be able to come out of here with a couple of wins.
And Sabathia is able to go out there after the night they used up their whole bullpen also.
Yep.
Comes out and gives them 8 strong innings.
That one off the end of the bat to second. Andino can't get it out of the glove. Gardner with that great speed is on. That'll be a single for him.
Great back up the middle. Again, Gardner gets out of the box extremely well. Andino unable to make the transfer.
That'll be hit number 13 for the Yankees. And Derek Jeter's had 2 of them, a triple and a double. 2 for 5 in the ball game, 4 for 12 in the 2 games. Because of the 15-inning ball game last night, and then the Yankees' offensive barrage in this one, they're getting as many bats in 2 games as they normally would have had in 3.
Yeah.
Jeter 259 on the year. Patton's pitch is going to be outside, 1-1. Jake Arrieta tomorrow night. Jason Marquis. Jeremy Guthrie Saturday against John Lannon. Chris Tillman Sunday against Jordan Zimmerman. Interleague play against the Nationals. 1-2. Patton's got a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Gardner over there at first base will stay with Snyder playing behind him. 1-2 delivery, leaned out and let it go by on a 2-ball, 2-strike count. '25-year-old left-hander getting a chance. He's come up other times and just kind of sat in the bullpen without pitching. 2-2 delivery and Jeter fouls it back. This time he gets an opportunity to stay in. He may not be here for tomorrow night's game. Nobody knows, I don't think, at this moment.
Yeah, not sure what tomorrow holds. But I guess it is only one game. You know, able to really rest that bullpen that's been on fumes the last couple of days, going through Boston and now the Yankees.
Foul tipped it. The Yankees are going to win their 8th series. They've lost 4 and tied 3 on the year. Girardi's team will get their 23rd win. The Yankees 23 and 19. The Orioles will be 19 and 23. And Jeter will send that one towards the seats. That is a foul ball. Two delivery. Did he hold up? No. Unplayed umpires making the call. Larry Vanover. So Patton will get the strikeout, his 3rd, and there are 2 down.
Let's take a look. It's been all over the place with this fastball. It's got pretty much a full swing. Huh?
Nunez will get his first at bat. Coming on to play defensively in the last inning. Here in the 9th inning, 2 down. Runner on at first base is Gardner. And that'll be taken for a strike. That makeup doubleheader in July will be in New York. It'll end up being a 4-game series in New York on a road trip where there'll be 3 in Toronto and 4 in New York for the Orioles. One of those makeup games. In the air to left field. Nunez got all of it. It is way back and goodbye home run. A 2 RBI homer for Nunez. Eduardo Nunez.
First home run of the season for Nunez. 0-1. Low middle of the plate. And just a low rocket over that left center field wall.
So 2 home runs in the ball game for the Yankees. Teixeira getting one of them, and Patton has surrendered this one to Nunez. 13 runs on 14 hits in the ball game. Mike Teixeira will take the pitch outside. Well, Patton almost getting through the inning with a couple of strikeouts, but Nunez driving one. Here is Teixeira, 1-1. Right field. Marquez, and he's got it. So that will do it in the top of the 9th. 2 runs in on a couple of hits with nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yankees 13, Orioles nothing.
nights. This will happen a couple of times during the year. Unfortunately, it came after an epic game last night.
I know. I just feel bad for Bergeson, who's pitching on one less day's rest because of last night with Jeremy Guthrie having to come in the ball game. But he just did not look sharp, didn't look the same as usual.
Well, we're coming back to talk it over on O's Extra, but right now back to the booth, Gary and Mike.
All right, thanks, guys, for the Verizon Wireless update. And Jim and Rick will be along with the highlights of this one and this offensive attack. 8 of the 14 Yankee hits extra base hits after they got only 1 in the ball game last night.
Well, Mercer saying that will come out of the bullpen. One of the few people that didn't pitch in last night's game will made his second appearance of the season against Tampa Bay, and the Yankees win 5 1/3, 5 hits, 3 walks, a couple of strikeouts. Made his major league debut on May 12th in a loss to Kansas City. And at that time, it was the longest relief appearance by a Yankee of the year.
So Martin's going to go from catcher to third base. Nunez will move over from third to second. Cano out of there, and Cervelli will come in to do the catching.
Been musical chairs the last couple of days. I didn't realize players could play this many positions. You got Posada at first, Russell Martin at third. So Nunez will play short, third, left field, right field.
This game gives you a chance as a manager to put people out there in positions that I suspect you're hoping they don't ever have to play, but just in case, you can say you were out there before.
Yeah.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, 13-0. Yankees on top. Adam Jones will lead it off. Jones has doubled. 5-game hit streak for him, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Orioles are going to be 0-6 against the Yankees after this one. Sennett's pitch is going to be taken for a ball.
Yeah, low 3/4 delivery.
Sennett will work inside to him, and the count goes to 2-0 on Jones. CC Sabathia out of there, no runs, 7 hits, 8 innings. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 9. Can't have a much cleaner total line than that. He will be 4-3. Bergeson will be 1-5. The question now is, will it be a shutout?
And you get Bergeson at 1-5 and Guthrie at 1-6 with the minuscule run support.
Three ball, 1 strike count on Jones. The Orioles have been shut out twice. The Yankees do not have a shutout.
Wow.
3-1 delivery. Down to third and foul, 3-2. Let's bring you up to date on the voting. AT&T Player of the Game. There are the results so far. You can still text in your vote, A, B, or C, to 51862 with the results coming up on the O's Extra postgame show. Three ball, 2 strike count. And Jones has got a base hit. So Adams on with a 2-hit ball game, 2 for 4.
Yeah, double last time up, single this time up.
Orioles have their 8th hit of the ball game. That'll bring up PA with Reynolds to follow. Games like this, sometimes you just want the ambient sound to carry the remainder of the ball game.
Oh, is that what you call that?
Then sometimes you don't.
Yes.
And the delivery will be taken down low by PA. PA 0 for 3 in the game, 2 for 10 in the series. Sennett with a runner at first base, the 1-0 delivery. And that is in there for a strike. Amaury Sennett, who was born in Cuba, one of the players able to defect from that country, now lives in Costa Rica. And the changeup is going to miss, and a 2-ball, 1-strike count.
Loyal fans not giving up. Not giving up easily.
2-ball, 1-strike count. Runner at first base, and he's going to get a base hit. Jones will stop at second base. And the Orioles here in the bottom of the 9th inning. First 2 are on, and 9 hits in the game.
Trying to work their way at least to the double-figure mark in base hits.
Last night, the Orioles were able to collect an extra base hit, as did the Yankees, believe it or not, 1 each in 15 innings. Orioles have 2 extra base hits in this game, 2 of the 9, a couple of doubles. They have been spread out. Mark Reynolds coming up. Reynolds 0 for 3 in the game and 0 for 8 in the 2-game set. 180 on the year for him. Outside for a ball. We had a 48-minute rain delay at the start of this ball game. We had a 4-hour and 56-minute ball game last night and this morning.
It seems like a split doubleheader. Just went home and took a nap for it, you know. Took a nap between games and came right back.
That's about what it felt like. And that is in there for a strike. Mark has kept his numbers up around 280 with runners in scoring position, much better than the overall batting average. 1-ball, 1-strike count. And that pitch is up high, 2-1. Amaury Sennett all over the place here with pitches in the bottom of the 9th inning. Runners off first and second. The 2-1 delivery. Inside to him. And the count goes 3-0. If you can't throw strikes when the score is 13-0 in the bottom of the 9th, you're going to be back to Costa Rica in a hurry. Jones and PA, the base runners. And the count will be 3 balls and 2 strikes. So we've got Martin, Jeter, Nunez, and Jorge Posada in the infield now. Jones, Gardner, and Swisher in the outfield with the Yankee changes. Cervelli behind the plate. Here's the 3-2. Deep to center. Going back is Gardner. Warning track. It'll take a bounce and a ground rule double. So 1 run. The Orioles will not be shut out. Jones will score. Reynolds gets the RBI.
Well, he gets a fastball to hit. 3-2 pitch right down the middle. About 91 miles an hour. Well, maybe he'd get enough to get it out. Just a little bit down on the towards the label.
Eight doubles on the season. Now runners at second and third. Reynolds picks up his 20th RBI. Here's Luke Fox. Luke Fox. That's a good one. Here's Jake Fox. Perhaps will intertwine. Will make him a left-handed hitting catcher. The night is young, unless you were up last night. Here's the 0-1 delivery and a ground ball towards third. Run will score. Martin gets the out. RBI for Fox. 13-2.
I guess the good thing is they're getting used to scoring in the ninth inning. They scored one in yesterday's game and a couple here in this ninth inning.
So Jake Fox will pick up the RBI. That'll be his fourth. And Brandon Snyder, runner at second base. Only one down here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Snyder is struck out, grounded out, and lined out. Reynolds on at second. Orioles will enter interleague play with a 3-game losing streak when they take on the Nationals tomorrow night here at Camden Yards. 1-0 delivery. But the Nationals lost tonight, right?
Yeah, 1-0.
Mets, that was today, day game. The Mets beat him. A 2-0 count. Washington had only 3 hits in the ballgame today. Nix, Cora, and Hernandez, the pitcher. And that is a strike taken.
The Nationals had some problem scoring runs.
Three-1 delivery on the way to him and hit him. Boy, Santa's just all over the place. Snyder will head down. Richie Van Zel's the trainer immediately out as he grabbed the arm.
Now fastball up and in. Looks like they may have got him on the left elbow.
They obviously do not want to have to go to the bullpen here. They don't have anybody warmed up. Larry Rothschild, the pitching coach, out to, I'm sure, talk about throwing strikes.
Encouraging him to throw it over the plate. You get 2 catchers on the mound. I'm sure Russell Martin and Francisco Cervelli passing that word along. Throw it over the plate. Let us play.
Jones, PA, Reynolds, 3 consecutive singles. Reynolds an RBI, Fox an RBI, and a ground ball out. Now Snyder hit by a pitch. And runners on at first and second base and back to the top of the order. Here's Andino. And he will take the pitch inside for a ball. Andino's had 2 hits. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Santa can't throw a strike. Andino's got his 7th multi-hit game. 5 of those have been 2-hit ball games. He's going for a 3-hit game right here. 2-0 delivery. And that is a strike, 2-1.
Taken all the way. That's not the type of pitcher you can just look in the zone even when you're ahead. Just wild enough.
Two delivery, and that's going to be way inside. Sennett, the 31-year-old, trying to work his way through this inning and get out of it in the bottom of the ninth. Orioles have put 2 runs up on the board to avoid the shutout here in this ninth inning. Reynolds off second, Snyder off first, and the 3-2 delivery down to third and bobbled. Martin will be charged with an error. He had a force out at third base and never got the baseball.
Yeah, getting a little sloppy in the ninth. And that's actually when a manager starts to get a little nervous. Like, okay. Martin takes his eye off the end of the glove. You see right there looking at third base to make the tag.
The second error charge to the Yankees in the ballgame. Bases are loaded. J.J. Hardy has had an 0 for 4. Did reach on the other error committed by Jeter. And that goes to Jeter. There's one. And that'll be it. The runners get back.
Well, Hardy right on the button. That's when the game doesn't quite seem fair. I've seen some bloopers and line scrapers. You can see Jeter's reaction. That was a rocket. They come up empty.
So 2 down, bottom of the ninth. Base is still loaded. And here's Nick Markakis. He is 1 for 3 and has been hit by a pitch. In the air to center field. That's going to send Gardner back. Warning track, and he makes the catch. And this one is over. The Yankees take both of them. Sabathia wins at 4-3. Bergeson, the loser, 1-5. A 13-2 victory. And the Yankees have now won all 6 against the Orioles. Tomorrow, interleague play, the first edition of the Mid-Atlantic rivalry. Jake Arrieta on the mound against Jason Marquis. Our coverage, 6:30 O's Extra, presented by Verizon 4G LTE Masson HD. Nats Extra, presented by local Ford dealer and Masson 2 HD. Our game time will be at 7. For Mike Flanagan, our great crew here at Camden Yards, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody. This has been a Masson presentation. Jim and Rick are next. Adieu. Adieu.